Welcome to my Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate tutorial for the Bowguns. In this tutorial, we will be covering both the light bowgun and the heavy bowgun because they are fundamentally quite similar to each other. And you will notice that I'm beginning this tutorial in the house because um, the bowgun, like all of the three true ranged weapons, require a lot of information and a lot more preparation as compared to the other sword weapons. So let's go ahead and look at what I mean. Um, as a bowgun user, you will require a lot more knowledge and information about your weapon. So you can do that by going to info and equipment, and you will see that I'm using this Royal Torrent. It is a Ludroth light bowgun, and you will see on the first page it lists the attack as well as the affinity. The attack is basically a value that gives you an idea of how much damage you would be doing per shot. And now this damage will of course be widely affected by the type of ammunition that you use. So the first big thing you have to realize about bowguns are they use ammunition, and their ammunitions are consumables, and you will run out of ammunition if you use them too quickly. Right. So the other information that is present on the first page are the reload, recoil, and deviation values. Reload tells you how long the animation time is for you to reload your shots. And recoil gives you an indication of how far back and how long your animation will be between each consecutive shot. And lastly, the deviation value is is a value that tells you how much your shots will move away from the center of the crosshair. Now this bowgun that I have, the Royal Torrent, has a deviation of none, so it will travel in the direction of my crosshair for as long as it flies forward after being shot. Now, if you have a deviation value of something like left or right, it will be accompanied by something, a direction, left, right, and a magnitude, such as low or average or high. Now, the direction will tell you the direction of the curve, and the magnitude tells you by how much the shot will curve. Right, so that is the important information that is found on the first page, and you can skip to page 6. Now page 6 and 7 tells you the type of ammunition that your bowgun is able to equip. Now you have to know that every bowgun can only equip certain types of ammunition. For example, the Royal Torrent, in this page 6, I know that this bowgun will be able to equip normal ammo of level 1, level 2, and level 3. And the numbers that appear in each of the cells are the maximum number of ammunition that can be reloaded per round. So this is the number of shots that you will be able to load per round before you run out of ammo and will be forced to reload. So, of course, the ammunitions that are blurred out in gray will not be usable by this bowgun. So page 6 will list the normal ammunition. Normal meaning the regular type of ammunition such as normal, pierce, pellet, crack, cluster, and so on and so forth. The next page, page 7, shows the special type of ammo. Special ammos are the elemental shots such as fire, water, thunder, ice, and dragon shots, as well as the status, okay, not really the status, but the utility shots such as tranquilizers and paint shot, right? And uh, the and okay, we have even more special ammunition. So regular ammunition is on page 6, special ammunition on page 7 and 8. The Royal Torrent is able to equip sub ammo. And lastly, on page 9 is a very important bit of information, which is the rapid fire. So basically, this tells you that this Royal Torrent bowgun is able to rapid fire the water shot ammunition, and the shots value is listed as 3, which means one shot of a water ammunition will fire 3 times. Okay, so that is the function of the rapid fire. You will be able to shoot 3 shots rapidly in one shot, and the waiting time between these shots is listed as short, which means this will happen, the rapid fire will happen quickly. So basically what you can understand in this page is that the Royal Torrent bowgun, if you equip the water ammo, you will be able to fire 3 shots quickly, right? That's how you interpret this rapid fire page. And of course, different bowguns will have different rapid fire shots. Some bowguns may even have 2 or more ammunitions that are compatible with rapid fire. So that means you will be able to pull off rapid fire with different types of ammunition. Right. Now, the reason why I begin in a Bowga village is because I want to show you that being a bowgun user is quite expensive, because unlike swords and the other melee weapons where you will probably only need a whetstone to keep your sharpness up, as a bowgun user you need to go in every hunt properly loaded out with the ammunition that you require. So this is the shot, and you can see that these are the ammunitions that you can buy. Thankfully, ammunitions are very cheap. For example, the level 3 normal shot is just cost 2 zenny, and you can easily buy as much as you can carry per hunt, and it will cost me only 198 zenny. Of course, these prices are discounted. As you can see, it is 50% off because the Argosy captain is around. As a bowgun user, you should stock up on ammunition when the Argosy captain is around, so that there is a sale. Alright, this will save you from the hassle of waiting for a sale to occur before you actually buy ammunition and go for a hunt. So whenever your funds permit you, always buy the typical ammunitions that you will use. That will be the normal level 3, normal level 2, and pellet shot. Okay. If you notice the left window that shows the description of the normal as level 2, some ammunitions have the icon crossed out, like this Pierce level 1 is crossed out because the bowgun that I have equipped cannot use this ammunition. So if you are buying ammunition, with your bowgun equipped before you go for a hunt, you will have this handy information so that you will not buy ammunition that you cannot use by accident. So I'm going to demonstrate how to use this bowgun. So I will buy uh, this water shot, or buy 60 of them for 600, just so that I can demonstrate the rapid fire. Alright, do note that while your basic, the regular ammunitions are fairly cheap, 1 zenny, 2 zenny, 6 zenny, 8 zenny, 2 zenny, 4 and 6 zenny, the special ammunition will be quite pricey. For example, the water shot is 10 zenny after discount, so if I were to buy this without the sale, it would be 20 zenny per ammunition. Okay, so that is what I mean by a bowgun user has to be aware that bowgunning can be expensive. So you will see some online guides recommending that you only begin using a bowgun when you have a steady flow of income. I believe that's only partially true. You can bowgun quite comfortably using only the cheap ammunitions, so that you are ensured to get a profit off of any hunt. Okay, the absolute lowest paying monster hunt that you can get is probably something like 1,002. So that's 1,200 zenny. So I can comfortably buy as much water shots as I want, as well as 99 normal shots. So this is around 200. So that in addition to 600, this will bring me to like 800, and this about total 900. So this would be almost more than enough ammunition to use in an entire hunt, and it will cost me about 900 zenny. So even the very lowest paying Monster Hunt quest will pay me about 1,200, and I will still be able to earn 300 zenny. It's not much, but at least I won't be running my bowgun at a net loss. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy this water ammo, as well as just some some cheap normal level 2, just for fun. Right, and now let's move on to our technical demonstration. Right, so the first thing you will notice with a bowgun is you have the ammunition indicator on your bottom right. This shows the selected ammo that will be reloaded if you were to tap reload. And on your top left corner, you have the uh, ammunition count. It is currently showing reload because you begin your bowgun. You begin your bowgun empty, and you will have to reload before using it. So you can switch ammo by holding the left trigger and then uh, moving with the X or B. So you will always have infinite normal level 1 shots, because that is the most basic shot ever. It is also the least damaging shot. So with X to unsheath your bowgun, you press X again, reload. Okay, so that was the reloading animation, and you fire with A. Okay, so this is about as fast as you can fire normally, and if you press A with no ammunition, you will get this sound because you need to reload. So you can press X to reload, or you can reload immediately with your gun sheathed away by holding right trigger and X and A together. Right. Right. And do note that if you have a certain ammunition equipped and you were to switch ammo, for example, to this ammo, the moment you release your left trigger, you will be out of ammunition again because you have switched ammo types. So you have to reload. So every time you switch ammunitions, you will have to reload. I believe that you can prevent this by by scrolling back. Yes, by scrolling back to the ammo that you have currently equipped. So this is, I have normal level 1 equipped. If I were to scroll all the way back to normal level 1, I would not need to reload and my ammo will remain. Okay, now if you press right trigger, you will enter something like a scoping mode. This is a FPP. So this is useful for times when you need to shoot specific monster parts, and you can reload in this mode. But do note that you are unable to move, so you can exit from this mode by tapping right trigger again, or you can do a back step. Interestingly, the bowguns have a back step just like the lancers. All right. Now, if you don't want to use this scoping mode, which I highly recommend, by the way, because I believe if you want to aim, you should aim with the scoping mode. You can alternatively use the quick aim, which is holding down the RT. So you will get this. And the reason why I don't really recommend you use this is because you can't really move because the aiming is just all over the place. You can use this to some effect by moving with the D-pad. So, yep, I can try to hit this D-line with my quick aim, but it's it's clumsy because you have to move your thumbs to the D-pad, whereas if I were to tap, I will be able to move with the C-stick, and that's much more convenient. And also, I believe it is also more accurate. So, see, that's very accurate, right? Much better than using this quick aim, all right? So now let's demonstrate the rapid fire. As I've mentioned, the Royal Torrent can rapid fire water ammo. So let's just switch to our water ammo. Right, reload. All right, so now I will press A once to fire once, and see, 3 shots go out for the cost of only 1 ammo. Right, so you will want to use the rapid fire whenever you can because that is the most efficient, it is the most economical, and it is also the the shots that will do the highest DPS because you are simply firing off shots much faster. Right, like this. So that's basically what you need to know about the light bowgun. And that's also the only controls that bowguns have. So bowguns can be deceptively simple because it's literally just aim and shoot. But to use a bowgun effectively will require knowledge of ammunition types as well as the ammunitions that will be a good matchup against various monster types. Right. The heavy bowgun is essentially the same as the light bowgun, except for one key feature, which is the crouching fire, which I will demonstrate now. Right, so here we are with the heavy bowgun, and let's just go through our equipment. On the last page, instead of the rapid fire of the light bowgun, a heavy bowgun will have crouching fire, and crouching fire is basically a mode where you can shoot a lot of shots without having to reload. So you can do that by having your weapon out and then pressing X and A together, and your hunter will uh, kneel, and this is a crouching fire position. You will be unable to move. Instead, your left stick will change the orientation of your hunter. So when you are in crouching fire mode, I highly recommend you to use the scope because it is just much easier to aim with the scope, and you are not going to be moving around anyways. So in crouching fire mode, you can see the number 30. That is the number of shots that I can take without reloading. So it's not really an infinite fire, it's just a very big clip rather than having a clip of in this case 5 shots. If you were to ever be in a situation where you believe that you can remain stationary and fire as many shots as you possibly want, then that is the time to use crouching fire, so X and A, to be able to fire up to 30 shots. Now you can reach, I'm sorry, you can fire all of these shots by just holding down the A button. So it saves you the pain of having to press the A button like 30 times. So you can just hold it down and just wail bullets on the monster. Right. Now if you were to stop midway and press B to come out of the crouching fire stance, the next time you enter, I believe you will be back at 30. But do note that this isn't some sort of bug. There isn't some sort of hack that allows you to conserve ammunition. Um, you're basically just reloading the entire clip without the reload animation. So it's helpful to save reload time, but you will be using the ammunition um, in your inventory. So do note that frequent usage of the crouching fire will deplete your ammunition very rapidly. So you want to bear that in mind and minimize your shots that are missing. So another key difference between the heavy bowgun and the light bowgun is that the heavy bowgun obviously moves much slower. You still have a respectable roll distance, but mm, overall you are much less mobile than a light bowgun user. Right, so let me just quickly demonstrate us taking down this Renoclaw with the crouching fire. So right trigger. Oh, it's not dead yet. Oh, okay, it's finally dead. Right. Usually when something is coming to charge into you, you want to quickly tap E and then just roll out of the way. Right. This will save you the pain of getting knocked down, and then you can probably just resume firing. Right. You can reload while you are in crouching fire. I'm sorry, I take that back. You cannot reload while you're in crouching fire. Right, so I guess not. I think crouching fire doesn't have any reload animation. You just crouch down and you have a full clip. So that's a handy tip to save on your reload times. So that's basically it for the heavy bowgun and the light bowgun. They are very similar, except the light bowgun is the more mobile version of the bowgun and will involve you running around and unleashing your rapid fire shots at optimal from optimal locations. While the heavy bowgun will involve you finding a safe place, preferably somewhere where the monster is not looking at, and ideally he should be distracted by either Cha-Cha or one of your teammates in multiplayer. So find a safe spot with your heavy bowgun and crouch fire and just unleash as much ammunition as you can because you will be dealing DPS from afar. So that's basically how you are supposed to play as a bowgun user. And now let's go into a practical demonstration against our great friend, the Great Jaggy. Right, so at the start of a quest as a bowgun user, you would typically want to swap to your most powerful ammunition. In this case, it will be the Water S because I'm using the Royal Torrent. So quick reload, and we are now ready to fight. Usually, you would want to use your most powerful ammunitions first, then the second powerful, and down in that order, because there's just no sense in using a weaker ammunition before the stronger one. You just want to deal the damage as fast as possible. And the Great Jaggy is here. Let's mark him with a paintball. You don't really need to mark him with a paintball as a ranged user because you have the paint ammo. But let's get this fight on its way. Right. Right, remember you want to stay at range because you are a ranged user. Oh crap. You got to reload. Always reload place where you are out of danger. Oh my god. Okay, the most valuable tip that you'll probably get from this video is tap left trigger while pushing your stick exactly forward so that you will be facing the monster dead ahead. This way, you will be able to hit the monster without having to aim. Right. Like this. Right? My god. Okay, he's coming for me now, so we'll try to get out of the way. And he's going for Cha-Cha. Reload. Okay, as a gunner, you definitely do not want to get hit because all gunner armor has less defense compared to their melee their blade master counterparts. Right? Reload. And now it's time to get out of the way. Look for an opportunity. If it seems too dangerous, then don't go for the commitment. Just stand at range and just keep an eye out for an opportunity. Like this, he was distracted with Cha-Cha. And that is when you Right, this is a good opportunity. He's calling. Right. Yeah, he's already limping away. So that means we have done considerable damage. I believe we can snipe him. That's great. If you were in a better position, instead of sheathing your weapon, you can just uh, right trigger to go into your STP mode, and you will be able to shoot him from afar, like this. So I can just stand right here, and oh my god. Okay, that's a good opportunity when he's calling. So get out of harm's way to reload, and now look for an opportunity. Okay, I broke his quill. Okay, he's calling. Okay, now, oh, cha-cha! Cha-cha with the kill steal! Right, so essentially as a gunner, you want to be maximizing your DPS. You should maintain a stable DPS throughout the hunt, and always play safe from a distance, because you have very much less defense and you will take more damage. So yeah, and have fun. Basically, the ranged weapons are one of the most fun weapons in the game. The biggest challenge is that you need to have the knowledge to know what each weapon does, and also what are the types of ammunitions that will work best against the monsters that you're up against, taking into account their body armor values as well as their elemental weaknesses. Right, so that's it for our demonstration of the bowgun, and our next video will be the final video, and we will be covering the bow. So see you then, and thanks for watching.